Welcome back to another episode of Timber and Tobacco. Tonight's a little bit special for me anyways. It's going to be my first Opus. So I've been trying to hold off on these. I don't know. I think I probably hyped myself up over this. But anyways, Opus X Fuente, Opus X Shark. It's 5 5/8 by 54. It's a torpedo box pressed, Dominican Republic, ring gauge 54, wrapper color is Maduro. It smells like straight up chocolate. It smells so good. And it's a Dominican Puro, so the wrapper, binder, and filler are all from the Dominican. So I'm really looking forward to this. This was my first kind of splurge back in the day when I first started collecting, and it's been sitting around dry boxing for about 3 to 4 days, and just put a nice little V cut on it. So, and actually, I'll show you guys some. See if we can get that to focus there. Pretty much square as square can be, so we'll see how well I light it. Probably should have showed the tip before I cut it, so I think that cap will be okay. The band. Super excited about this. All right, a little toasty toast. Yeah, I'm not. The smell is just chocolate smell just from the wrapper is. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before on another cigar. I really don't do a lot of sniff testing of the wrappers. I did notice that Johnny OCD does that quite often before he lights up. So, hey, if Johnny does it, it can't be wrong. So I thought I'd try it, and you do it every once in a while, of course, when you smell those things. But this one definitely caught my attention. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic chocolate right off the bat. Oh, so good, man. That is so good. A little bit of the funkiness, the Dominican funkiness, and then the chocolate. I am getting a little bit of some sort of baking spice on the roof of my mouth. It's faint. The retro was super smooth. Yeah, there's nothing there. No, there's no burn on the sinuses. Yeah, so let's get into this. We will burn it down a little bit and get these. Get this first third underway and come back and get you some tasting notes on that. All right, hang in there. I wanted to pop on here real quick in between. What have I been missing? Oh my goodness. It's going to be a good Friday night. Opus X. Fuente Opus X Shark. Fantastic cigar so far. I'm really enjoying the smoke. I am having some construction issues. Some of it is just a wonky burn line. In focus there. And then you can see that I've hit it with some Albert's glue. So it's saving it. Welcome back. We are approaching the end of the second third, getting close to the band. So you can see that there is some Albert glue on there. I placed that on there earlier. I did have another spot open up on the bottom that I've placed some of his infamous glue. So, but shout out again to Albert. So still lots of chocolate. We do have a little bit of a transition to a cedar with a little bit of that cinnamon spice on it. So it's once again, I've noticed that these flavor changes on this particular cigar have been not so subtle, but they've been pleasant changes. So I don't know if I'm getting better at tasting the. I know the more I smoke, the more experience I'm getting with some of these different flavors. I still tons of learning to do, but some of the main flavors I'm starting to pick up better, and I can tell the differences in some of those main flavors, like the chocolate. Like, you know, there's a milk chocolate or a dark chocolate or a cocoa powdered chocolate. I'm a fat boy at heart, so I'm very good at sweet stuff, sweet tooth. I can pick up on those things. The cedar wood, I can pick up on. I am a little bit more tuned into the wood flavors, the wood notes. Just being in the construction world, in the woodworking world, you pick up on the different flavors, smells, nuances of those aromatics that come off of that. And you know, the nose is very tuned into the taste buds. Other flavors I'm tasting, that once again, the cinnamon, not overpowering, but it's like that dry cinnamon, not like a sweet cinnamon toast, but it's like a cinnamon with no sugar in it, so you can just taste it on your tongue. And then there's a touch of earthiness, and I could have sworn that I finally tasted the antique furniture. Once again, shout out to Johnny OCD. Every time he says that on Cigars Unbanded on Thursday nights, or whenever he's in the lounge and Cud, that antique furniture, it was either the smell or you can smell the taste, or taste, and actually you can taste the smell. I think I've picked up on that. It's not every time, but it did make me chuckle a little bit when that came through. So we will go ahead and burn down through this into the last third, and we'll give this cigar a ranking. But so far, the first two thirds have been highly enjoyable. We'll get back to it. So stay tuned. All right, wrapping this one up, the end of my first Opus X. And I was astounded. This was a fantastic cigar, smoke, the taste, the flavors, like I mentioned through the review, they have been a little bit more bold. So it was easier for me to pick up the transitions and the different layers in between each one of the flavor notes. So it was enjoyable. Great smoke, fantastic cigar. The only drawback that I had was that I just had a little bit of construction issues with it. Albert's glue saved the day. Not quite for sure what was going on with it, but it just kept wanting to split in random places. But the glue, I'd catch it soon enough, and Albert's glue, man, just absolutely saved the cigar. Kept me from battling it, sealed it up nice. Going to go ahead and give this a ranking. Let me give you some final flavor notes on this final third before I do that. There's a little bit more pepper on the Retro Hell and on my palate The pepper is like, it's more of a cinnamon, like baking spice on my palate and in my sinuses. So it's not a burn. It doesn't continue to burn as I keep talking. Just a very smooth retro hell and very smooth feeling on the mouth, or in the mouth. Cedar has definitely come to the forefront. Leather, there's a little bit of oak as well. So I've got cedar and oak, that the wood taste in there. The soft leather is there, but it's definitely a leather taste. Some earthiness. The chocolate has gone away. Wasn't really expecting it to stay. It's just one of those things in the final third. It seems like sweetness tends to die down a little bit. The remaining flavors are good. Just that they're still bold. It's a great, has a great body to it towards the end of the cigar. Not overpowering with pepper and blowing your sinuses off your face. So yeah, this cigar was fantastic. So the Fuente Opus X Shark was a great smoke, great enjoyable smoke. And I don't know why nobody told me about this before. I know some guys would be like, oh, Opus X this, Opus X that. And I hope that's not playing in my mind. That sometimes I think you can get that brand caught up in your brain a little bit and kind of undermines your thought process of what's going on. So definitely lived up to the hype that I was expecting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to another Opus X just to compare. I know that different models, different lines will be different, but I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. This one, I'm going to give it a triple. If I didn't have the construction issues, probably would give it a home run, but it just was it was a little too, this particular cigar had a little bit too many issues with the construction on the wrapper, just random places. It wasn't one spot. It would be like I would fix a spot and it'd kind of go to a different spot. But taste wise, it was on point. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a triple and look forward to the next one. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up if you liked what you heard, give it a thumbs down if you didn't, leave a comment, try to get back to you on any of the comments that are made. And then finally, Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. It's a live stream with Cigars Unbanded. It's a panelist of guys that get together that we all smoke the same cigar, even when we're just watching it with them, and we give our tasting feedback during the show. So, and then at the very end, you get a ranking. You don't know what the cigar is, so it's unbiased. You really have to tune in to your palate. So it's great to, as a new smoker like me, to be able to tune in to a program that they cover what they're tasting, what their palates are picking up, so you don't feel so lost while you're smoking the cigar. So it's a great way to learn. So tune in. And finally, make sure to take some time for yourself, slow down, relax, enjoy your cigars, because life's just way too short.